Hi everybody, Intrepid Cap here. So, in my previous video, I finished on level 13 or 14, which is still a ways away from actually getting to level 20 where I can open up the next chapter in my personal story. So, today's video is going to be a bit of a story interlude. We are going to work our way to level 20. So today I'm just going to be doing some exploring, and this video we are going to see some aspects of the game that you would encounter while exploring. Things like jumping puzzles and our first world boss. And then I'm also going to dive into crafting very, very briefly. It's not going to be an in-depth explanation or anything, but just a quick demonstration of what crafting is like in Guild Wars 2. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
Take them back to the garrison. Stay alert.
Okay, so we are currently level 14 and the journey to level 20 starts now. And we're going to do some exploring. And exploring and doing events is literally one of the fastest ways to level up. You can also craft, of course. Crafting is a very good way to level up. That if you don't have materials though, that's going to cost you some coin. So coin is obviously not a problem for me. I've got plenty stocked up, but not really going to dive into crafting. Although I'm kind of considering doing jewelry crafting specifically for this character. So we've reached another renowned heart, and so we're helping Lexi Price protect the trade route, which runs through here and out there. So we can kill vermin, and we've got little rats about here that we can kill. Clean up the trading post and eliminate threats along the trade route. Destroyed Tamini. These are the centaurs, stakes, and death markers. So goodbye, Ratty. And cleaning up is basically just sorting out the document bins. Easy stuff. Not what I wanted to do. Right. So this is another thing that I can mention. When Guild Wars 2 launched, it had an armor destruction mechanic, and your armor would be eventually destroyed. And you spoke to these guys to fix it. It used to cost a fair amount of money for repairs. They eventually did away with that. They stopped charging you for repairs, but you still had to go and repair your armor, would still get damaged. And then they eventually just did away with the entire armor damage mechanic entirely. And now they still have these NPCs, but what they do is they give you an armor buff.
What do you need?
When you go to fix it up. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't a fan of them completely removing it. The costs were kind of ridiculous, as a new player when the game launched. And so I was constantly running out of armor pieces. And your armor did disappear, so you kind of ended up naked if you weren't fixing your armor. But I personally feel they could have kept that in the game. It wasn't really that much of an issue. They could just have reduced the cost. In any case, let's go out and clear the trade route. We've got all the Tamini stakes and the death markers, and we've got some random wolves that are busy eating people, so we can kill them and progress the bar a bit. And of course, we've got some people that have been downed over there. Reviving them will also progress the bar. And the NPCs will also obviously resurrect from time to time, which is pretty cool. Okay. So let's see, we've got some wolves, we've got some button mushrooms. I'm not too interested in those. So I've got a daily to finish gathering 15 resources with a mining pick. I've got some resources over there. And we just got an event. So let us go and participate. We've got centaurs attacking this outpost over here. And I finished the Renown Heart, which is nice. But let's just make sure that the centaurs don't take over this outpost. Got lots of people running around here at the moment. This game is really, really far from dead. It does give that impression sometimes when you get to one of the emptier maps. But quite honestly, if you consider that this is a starter map, we have a lot of people running around. And there we go, event succeeded. And we just get my rewards for the heart. And so I wanted to go and do some gathering over there. Now, one of the things that makes Guild Wars 2 more cooperative than most things is that the nodes are shared. There's no competition to hit nodes. As a former player of Aeon, this was one of my pet hates. Running up to a node, somebody else got there before you, used up the node, and you were out of the thing that you wanted to get. This is not a problem in Guild Wars at all. So somebody else can come and they can get copper from that exact same node. No problems. Now, hilariously enough, this was a fight that killed me very often when I started playing. Not so much anymore. We have a chest. You get some random equipment and sometimes some resources out of these chests. I've got a spear. I don't think I can use it. Oh yes, I can. Oh right, spears are usable. Just a note, a little caveat, is that spears are usable because I have the appropriate expansion and mastery unlocked. A new player who just starts Guild Wars 2 will not have that option available to them. They'll be limited to the typical starter weapons for elementalists. I do have another scout that I can chat to.
The city of Claypool is burdened with many of the same problems you see here at the trading post. Centaurs are near neighbors, and it's difficult for Claypool to maintain a standing militia, being so far from Divinity's reach.
Okay. So Claypool is going to be our first, should we say, town. Kind of town area outside of Divinity's reach and Shamewar. It's over there. You can see all the indicators for merchants, the bank, and crafting stations. So I will do a quick introduction on crafting when I get there. We've got another event, but I'm not going to stick around for that right now. What I do want to do is go and get this hero point over there. So previously we did this hero point, which was just a little floating light that I interacted with, and that gave me the skill point that I needed. Oh, one of my utility slots also opened up now. Go, let's just add something in there. And the one that I'm heading for now is completely different. This one involves a fight. Just gathering as I go. If you have any inclination to do crafting, it is definitely a good idea to gather up as much as you can when you can. Right, So somebody's already fighting the hero point NPC there. It's not a problem for me to join at all. If I join and I tag, he loses nothing, I lose nothing. All three of us get the hero challenge again. Just masterful game design in my book.
Look alive. They're not just here to steal, they're here to kill us.
We have an event. Let us participate. So we need to protect this farm and all of the ranches from the attacking bandits. Pretty straightforward. Let me just have some lunch. Ooh, I'm running out of inventory space. So this cow's not catching fire for a simple reason. It's not an attackable cow. Anything that's green like this, you basically can't attack. If it's yellow or if it's red, the name obviously, then you can.
Bandits come and harass us whenever they like. We need higher fences or tougher cows.
Okay, looks like I'm the only one participating at the moment. No, there's definitely more than one of us. There we go. Now we've got a bunch of people. Good stuff. As I said in the first episode, the more people are at an event, the more the event scales up, the more
Greetings.
mobs spawn, the more drops you get. So my elementalist is very condition focused at the moment.
Don't just stand there, cows!
I'm kind of relying on the conditions to burn down enemies.
You're kidding, right?
Those bandits are gone. Let's
Bandits are
celebrate
gone.
with some beef brisket. Mm-hmm.
Let us proceed to Claypool. And I finished one of my dailies for today, which is the complete 3 events, which is nice. And for this, I have the Wizard's Vault. I get Astral Acclaim, and you can use Astral Acclaim to buy yourself some goodies from the Astral Reward store, most of which I've got already, but it can be things like skins, Blackline salvage kits, extra bag space even, Tomes of Knowledge, which you can use to level up, crafting materials, and Essences of Luck. And, as I mentioned earlier, it's all free. You do not have to pay for it. It's not a battle pass in the traditional sense that you have to pay money to access everything. All you really need is playtime, and not even a lot. And here we've got a rich copper vein. This you can harvest 3 times. And as you can see, there's no competition here. Me and this character over here, we are both mining at the same time, and none of us are losing anything. Neither of us are losing anything, I should say. There we go. So let us get into Claypool. Claypool has another renown art for me. This one is one of the more boring ones. So as I said, I'm going to do jewelry crafting, which means I need to go and speak to the master jeweler. You
Did you need something?
speak to him, you can ask him to please teach you to be a jeweler, and there we go. I am now a jeweler. Very quick class. I wish school was like this. You can ask questions if you need to, but it's pretty straightforward. As a base, you can have 2 professions, so I can choose another profession and I can get taught how to be that particular crafter as well. I'm tempted, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's go to the jeweling station. And here we go. We've got our crafting components. The red stuff is stuff that I cannot craft at my level. Orange is what is available to me. These are obviously recipes that I acquired with my other characters. They're account-wide again, so they're showing up in my list, but completely untouchable by me right now. So this is my progress bar. I am going to start refining some copper ingots. I can craft all if I want to, but I'm not going to do that. It's going to take a while.
You must learn to hold until commanded.
And at the crafting stations, you can also access your bank, which is nice. So what I'm going to do is I want to make myself some accessories. No accessories actually show up in here at the moment. Sometimes you can get recipes for those, but what you need to do is you need to discover your recipes. So these are the gems that I can use. As you can see, crafting material, jeweler, artificer 25. I'm not an artificer. So I want power. As you can see, the garnet pepper will give us 3 power. I'm just going to pop it in here. And it's got some unknown recipes. So I am going to make
Pick up a shield and get in there.
some copper bands used to craft rings. So I'm going to make 2 of these. And I'll make a copper setting. 2 of them as well. 1 for each ring. And as you can see, my experience is jumping up here as I hit the progress bar over here. So discovery time. I'm going to drop this in. As you can see, everything that I can still drop in is available. It's colored. What I can't use is highlighted in red. So I've got the copper band, I have the copper setting, and then I'm going to drop the garnet pebble over there. This looks like something. Craft the item to save the recipe. Done. There we go. I've got a garnet copper ring. That gives me plus 6 power. Right? Required level 10. It's a fine ring. I cannot do masterwork just yet. And then I can craft the other one as well. Right? And as you can see, this will now be in my list of recipes. Right? So for everything that I discover will appear in your list of recipes over here. The other things that I'm going to do is copper hook. I feel like something's missing here, but I'm just going to give it a try anyway. So I can do this, do this. I need one more thing. I need more compatible ingredients, and I'm not sure what's missing. Again, I haven't done this in a while, so it's a bit... Anyways, I've got rings. So let us equip those for more power.
Were they any better?
Right, so this is no longer valid. I've got 2 rings. Right. Still got my worm tooth equipped. I can train some more skills. I'm going to finish my glyph training. And then next, I think, let's see, arcane, cantrip. I'm going to go for cantrip because I want to get this particular healing skill. It's there are differences between the healing skills. This particular, the Signet of Restoration, doesn't cost you any energy to use. Every time you cast a spell, it heals you a little bit. It's passive, and then you click on it to heal yourself. This particular skill I like because it gets rid of conditions as well. So if anybody sets me on fire, I can get rid of it with this. So I like this particular healing skill. Right. So I've also finished another objective there. Let me just confirm that. There we go. 5 fish is my next one, but I won't be able to do it on this character since I do not have fishing equipment equipped, and I don't think I can get fishing equipment here. Right, so let's keep exploring. Right, so I've been opening up the map a bit. As you can see, I've skipped some of the renowned hearts and other points of interest that actually appear on the map, and that's mostly because I'm not too concerned with getting the map. And there's a big event, map-wide event that just started. I'm not too concerned with 100%ing the map. but I do want to hit all of the hero challenges to get my hero points. But I'm going to go take part in this event over here. This is a leftover from Path of Fire. Where are these guys? There they are. They wandered out of it. Now I'm still quite low level, so they can kill me quite easily. So I do need to be careful. Oh, see, conditions, and conditions gone. But yeah, these guys are a bit of a hard hit for a low level character. And now we've got a champion that spawned.
I could outrun a centaur.
So these events are very good for loot and for experience. But yes, the risk of dying is also always there. So this particular event, there's 3 phases, and all of these will spawn around the map now. Okay, there we go. Another one just spawned down here. It's not going to be easy for me to get there quickly because I have not got that waypoint just yet. But we can get to this one easily enough, so let's go.
Time to do some real damage. I feel good.
So you can see this common unidentified gear dropping, and I will explain what that is right after this event finishes.
They'll have to hit much harder. I could outrun a centaur. Bam! Another personal victory.
Just completed another achievement guide achievement. Adventure guide
Progress
achievement,
makes
sorry.
perfect.
2 of them. May as well grab things. Sorry, I'm doing this in the middle of a fight, which is probably not the best idea. Let's just finish this before we start opening up.
I could outrun a centaur.
Okay, this is the 3rd and final phase. That's starting now. Let's just see where they spawn. There's one over there. I should be able to get there. There's one over there. Okay, easy reach. Let's go. It's behind me. As you can see, I'm not doing a lot of damage to them. Even with a level 80 character, this is kind of challenging.
Time to do some real damage.
And this guy's level 80, and look where his HP is at. It's all the way down there, my word.
Time to do some real damage. I feel good.
Is it just me, or am I amazing?
I'm just hitting a lot of these achievements right now.
Through. Lethal combination. I like it. I could outrun a centaur.
You can see quite a few people are here. Very, very much alive.
Sweet, sweet loot.
And that finishes this event. Right, so what I wanted to do before I was so rudely interrupted by said event is head back here and head into God's Lost Swamp, because we are just in time for for our first world boss encounter. This event's still ongoing, but I think this is the last one, the last clump that they need to get rid of. So, the world boss will be spawning in about 7 minutes. And I don't want to keep you waiting for that long, so I'm going to introduce you to our first jumping puzzle, which is over here. I'm just going to ignore the centaurs. Inside this cave, we're going to have our first jumping puzzle, and you can find jumping puzzles all over the world, really. They require a bit of timing and skill to get right. I do recall, especially in the beginning, really struggling with them. Nowadays, I still struggle with them. But I will do them based on the level of frustration that they cause me. And this one's not a very frustrating one, so we'll go through. There's actually 3 chests that we can pick up. Let me do that. I've got a spider chasing me. Right. Here's our first chest. And we've got a veteran cave spider that spawned.
I feel good.
Ooh, my poor inventory. Okay. This is why I'm not opening my chests right now, because I don't have space for them. Okay, let's go get the next chest. I'm not going to get all the chests simply because I don't have time, so I'm going to go for the main chest. You can't use mounts usually in the jumping puzzles, although mine doesn't seem to be blocked off right now. And now it is blocked off, right, so I can't use my mounts anymore. Okay, there's a chest down that way, but I'm going to skip that one for now. And many is the time that I've fallen down here and had to start over. I'm slightly more practiced now. Okay, so we want to go in here. Grubs are not a problem. I do have another skill slot open, so I'll take this one. Okay, you can have up to 3 fire elementals going without the elite. When you get the elite, you can have 4 going. Very useful, although the Minion Master Elementalist is not particularly popular. Oh, this guy is annoying. There's the grand chest that we are aiming for. Again, this is an area where I died very often when I started playing. My inventory is full. Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to toss this because I don't need it. And we're going to start salvaging again. This time I'm going to use this particular piece of equipment which I bought
Target
off the gem
destroyed.
store. Very, very useful. Okay. Right, I've got everything. Let's go and meet the boss. I will take care of all the leveling up and opening chests later. I'll have to procure some extra bag space. So I've reached level 20, which means that my next story chapter is now available to me. Voices from the Past. And I just need to check my mail before I can start that. Got a Euro challenge over here. I'm just going to go sneakily grab it quickly. Right.
Alert!
So our first world boss is going to spawn. Each world boss usually has some pre-events that happen before the main event. And one of the 3 pre-events that happen in this area over here. So we are going to wait around for a minute for it to start. Right, and it's starting. Here we go. We just need to get rid of these portals. We've got some things that will come out and attack us. Okay, well, here we've got a reaper doing his reaping. Right, we finished. Now another portal will spawn when all 3 pre-events are finished, but I'm just going to run down. Switch to my sky scale. Oh dear, where am I? I've lost track of my bearings here. Right, got a whole bunch of people waiting, and the world bosses are always populated. We're just waiting on the final pre-event, which is this one. There we go. And the main event is starting. Although this is technically also a pre-event. But we need to get rid of these portals over here. Chat is always entertaining. We get champions that spawn here as well, which is not typical for the starter areas. And while you can kill them, you don't really get anything for doing so. Here we go. Here we go. First world boss, guys. Meet the boss. Shadow Behemoth. And this runs in phases, so we get to attack him, and every 25% a new phase will start.
Embrace the world beyond.
We need to watch out for any AoE attacks.
Come here.
They'll have to hit much harder. The air thickens. Rocket punch. Hurts, doesn't it? I carry the weight. Feel the fury.
He's a bit big for the screen, which can be a bit disorienting. So this is the first phase, is just finished, so we're moving into the next phase now. Need to get rid of these portals.
I feel good.
So all the portals are done, and we're moving into the next phase. If that grabs you, you're basically instantly dead.
Time to feel the fury. I feel good.
Contract accepted.
You must like me.
Until next time.
So he can down you quite quickly if you're not careful.
Confused. I could outrun a centaur.
Luckily, people are always on hand to
Till next time.
provide some support and healing. Ooh, that was a little bit close.
I feel good. Feel the fury.
And this is why I said learning to evade is actually, especially how to time it, is quite important in this game. Especially with wide area attacks like that. Sometimes you can't get out, and just being able to time your dodge correctly can save your virtual life.
Fall to my bone.
There I did not dodge in time. Ooh. As you can see, even the higher level guys, the guys with mastery points showing up next to their names, are having an interesting time of it.
Impressive combination.
Let's just go and help these guys out quickly.
I need healing. Seriously.
Suffer.
Fall to my bone. Leave me be.
Is it just me, or am I amazing?
Right, this should be the
I'm hurt.
start of the final phase.
Time to do some real damage. Replenishing.
Okay, don't want to enter into that purple area over there. That's also a quick way to die.
Sharp blades, sharp mind.
Time to do some real damage. Replenishing. They'll have to hit much harder.
Hey, on your knees!
Excellent time.
I don't know how this guy's floating up here. Oh, it's Mesmer.
Barely.
I think it's a Mesmer clone.
Goal is mine. Let's patch you up.
We heal as one.
Time to do some real damage.
I mean, Josh.
I think I just leveled up twice. Pretty sure I was level 20 when I started this. But anyways,
Return, my friend.
that was our first world boss. And each of the starter areas has its own world boss. The Sylvari, the Asura, the Norn, the humans. But for some reason, the Char do not have a world boss. And I've always found that kind of odd. But where we are now, we can start the main story, or the second chapter of our main story. But I desperately need to go and clear some space in my inventory. So we are going to hop to Claypool. There are other places that you can use, but I've always been partial to Claypool myself.
Pick up a training sword if you want to train. Pick up a rifle and get information.
So you can speak to any of the merchants over here. Each of the master crafters is a merchant in and of their own. So I'm going to speak to the artificer and carefully not to click on this.
I don't mind visiting, but
I need
it's
more
much too
supplies,
crowded for my
and
taste.
you can get crafting supplies from them, and you can get your harvesting tools from them as well if you do not have permanent harvesting tools, which I do. Salvage kits. Again, I have a permanent salvage kit. I've got 3 of them. And but for you, if you're not going to be spending money to buy gems and you don't want to spend money on getting these, you can get the standard tools from the merchant. And then a whole bunch of recipes that you can also buy. And Ascended is basically the top level of gear available in the game, with the exception of Legendary, which has the same level of stats, but the Legendary armor has some quality of life bonuses not available to the Ascended gear. But anyways, I am just going to sell. Let me see. This dagger is a big upgrade over the one that I am currently using. So let us swap that. Steel health. It's got a sigil equipped. As you can see there, sigil of blood. Steel health upon critically hitting a foe. Right. Let's see. We can sell. I'm not going to use the war horn at this particular stage. I'm not going to use the staff. Mark of the Stoat. Double click to apply toughness and precision. Not too interested in that. Longbow I can't use. Totems is a crafting material, but as you can see, I've got a lot of them in material storage. My storage is actually full, so I'm not going to keep that. Rifle I can't use. And I just got my first solder pieces as well. So let's equip that. Again, this you can keep if you want, or you can hide it. I choose to hide it. There we go. And I will sell everything else. I don't need any of that right now. And my inventory looks a lot healthier. The Mighty Dagger I cannot sell for whatever reason, but I should be able to salvage it. There we go.
I was manufactured to the highest standards.
This is my salvage-o-matic talking to me there. Right. So,
Thank you.
let's grab all of my rewards that I have earned. My word, there's a lot.
Mine. All mine.
This is from the Shadow Behemoth. And level 19 rewards, level 20 rewards, and I just got an iron ring, which is better than the rings I just crafted. Lucky me. Level 21 rewards, and then level 22 rewards. So I jumped up quite a few levels just doing those few things. Let us check our mail. And here we go. A friend, you are not alone. My friend, congratulations on your recent accolades as the hero of Shaymur. I'm a researcher for the Queen's Archives, and I have recently uncovered some information regarding your parents. I thought you might want to see it. I would prefer to discuss the details in person, so if you will meet me at the Palace Gardens at Divinity's Reach, I'll share them with you. To prove I am what I say, I have enclosed half of an amulet, which I believe will match a broken one
Show
you've
these
owned
whelps
since you
how
were
it's
born.
done. Pick up a shield and
Something
get
my
in
research
there.
led me to uncover. I look forward to meeting you face to face. Sincerely, a friend.
You'll never
Right.
block
So
me like
apparently
that.
my parents have
Try
gone
raising your shield
missing
just
at
as
some
I
point in
lowered
the
mine.
past.
My time is precious.
Unfortunately, the game doesn't really explore it that much, but
Pick up a rifle and get in formation.
this guy's got
Remember,
information
don't
about my
release your
parents.
shot until the order is given.
So, and this second chapter is based on, again, one of the choices that you made when you created your character. Now, given that I've spent a fair bit of time exploring, I'm actually not going to start the next chapter in this particular video. Um,
May Lissa aid you.
it's going to make the completing it's going to make the video a bit too long, and I'd like to keep my videos under an hour, around about 45 to 50 minutes at most. And engaging in this particular story is going to take a lot longer than that. So I will be ending the video at this particular point. It's going to be a bit shorter than the other videos, so this is just going to be a brief interlude with some exploration and stuff. And we will start the next chapter with the following video. So for now, I am going to wish all of you a good evening or a good day, depending on where you are. Stay healthy, and I will catch you with the next video. Cheerio.